Now let's look at question number 13. The potential energy curve for the hydrogen molecule as a function of internuclear distance. So basically when the two hydrogen atoms are coming closer to each other, how the energy versus internuclear distance graph would be. See, this is, I can say, coming straight from your NCERT books. See, this is the right curve. What you are seeing over here is that when the distance is decreasing, at a particular point the energy is minimum, and this point of least potential energy or the minimum potential energy indicates that the bond formation has taken place. And in fact, at this point only, if you measure this distance, this is the distance between the two nucleus, or you can call it as the bond length, right? So the correct option is option number 3. Let's look at question number 14, the increasing order of basicity of the following compounds. Here we are talking about the Lewis base strength, the ability of the nitrogen atom to give the lone pair. Okay, let us start with choice A. See, over here nitrogen is having a lone pair, at the same time it is having a pi bond. The first question that comes to your mind, can this lone pair participate in conjugation over here? The answer is no, because whenever nitrogen is having a pi bond as well as a lone pair, the lone pair is perpendicular to the plane. So this lone pair cannot participate in the resonance, so can be donated easily. What about this compound B? Over here nitrogen is having the lone pair, no pi bond, it can easily participate in conjugation, right? So out of the two I can say A is more basic as compared to B, right? Let us go to C. See, in this case the nitrogen is totally free, there is no pi bond over here, whereas in case A you are seeing a pi bond also. You will say, sir, what is the effect of that? See, no conjugation we have understood, but what about this pi bond? See, when you are having a pi bond with nitrogen, the hybridization of nitrogen in that case would be sp2, whereas over here the hybridization of nitrogen is sp3. So the ability of this nitrogen to donate the lone pair is more as compared to this one. Okay, so till now the order should be C is the most basic, followed by A, followed by B. Okay, now let's go to D. In this case we are having two nitrogens, one which is with a pi bond and one which is having the conjugation. Now the initial thought that comes to our mind is, see, there are two nitrogens, so it should be more basics. No, it doesn't go like that. The idea over here is that which nitrogen is able to donate the lone pair easily. Here this electron pair is involved in resonance. This electron pair is bonded to a nitrogen which is basically sp2 hybridized, right? So both the nitrogen are having lesser capability as compared to this nitrogen. So C should be the most basic. Yes, if you compare A and D, D would be more basic as compared to A. So the correct order should be C, followed by D, followed by A, then B. So the correct answer is option number 1, right? Now let's look at question number 15. Identify the correct molecular picture showing what happens at the critical missile concentration, that is CMC, of an aqueous solution of a surfactant. Now see, this shows the polar head and this shows the non-polar tail, and the dot shows the water molecule. See what happens at CMC, the missilization takes place. Now in the missilization, what is happening, these, the non-polar tail basically that is surrounding the particle of dust or dirt, and the polar head is towards the water molecule. So here I am getting two such cases. See, this can be considered as a dust particle, this can be considered as a dust particle, fine. But what is the difference between these two? A very basic difference. See, the polar head will always be towards water, it will never ever be away from the water, but in this case if you see, the polar heads are shown away from the water, whereas in this case the polar heads are towards the water molecule. So the figure over here is D, which means the right answer is choice number 3. Okay.